Hello, welcome to Tuesday Talk with Felicia. I'm your host, Felicia Cameron, a licensed clinical social worker for the great hospitality state of Mississippi. Welcome again to Tuesday Talk. I'm also the owner of Lending a Hand, where I provide mental health counseling service for individuals dealing with anxiety, depression, and coping with life. And also, I do self-evaluation. So if you have a failed alcohol, DOT drug test, I do the assessment as well. So let's talk. What are you doing for self care? I recorded this video earlier and I don't know what happened to it. So I am recording again. So, what is self care? Self care is where we come up with different activities that we do to for self. We are known for taking care of other people. But I ask you, what are you doing for your own self? As being a caretaker for what is your kids, elderly parent, spouse, or just your. What are you doing for self care? I mean, we give so much of ourselves to other people, but where do we have time to do something for us? So recently, about almost 2 weeks, maybe a little bit longer, I attended a conference on self care. And at this conference, I learned there was various different speakers they had on the panel, and this conference, they was talking about self care. And for instance, I just give you an example. They talk about you probably seen some of the pictures on my Facebook. Talking about they have someone talking about self care, your inner self. Talk about preventive care, spiritual growth. They even had self care where they was giving lessons to women about makeup, styling, clothing, as well as exercising, getting into entrepreneurship, relationship, loving herself, and and for a long time, well, you know it now. I have a business coach, and for a long time, my business coach always tell us, "What are y'all doing for self care? What are you doing for self care?" And so I had to think about it. For me, I have recently started for this month of April, instead, I'm really trying to be intentionally focused on my self care. So, yes, I had started back going to the gym, trying to really watch the foods that I consume and trying to drink more water. Um, but also, one of the things that I've been wanting to do for myself for the longest is I want to get a massage. And so I early part of towards the end of March, I did sign up and get a massage, and as I was getting a massage, I found out that they had like a membership program, and so I ended up getting me a little membership for a massage where I can get a massage once a month, for the small fee. Uh, is it a sacrifice? Yes. But is it worth it? Yes. So, what are you doing emotional for yourself for self care? How are you building yourself up? How are you, if you're doing a lot of anxiety, depression, how are you getting rid of those thoughts? Are you in counseling? Do you journal? Do you talk? What activities are you doing emotionally for your self care? What are you doing for physical? Think about your physical. Are you exercising? Are you walking? What are you doing physically? Are you getting in the needed rest and sleep for self care? Spirituality. Are you a part? What are you doing for your spirituality, your faith, your religion? What are you doing that for that part? Are you meditation? Are you journaling? I mean, what are you doing to fill yourself up for self care? Think about that. We give out so much as ourselves, and this topic is not just for women, it's also for men. What are you doing for self care for you? And you might think, well, I'm so busy, Felicia. Where do I have time to put in self care? We have to schedule ourselves in and make ourselves a priority to do something for self. So, my challenge that I want to set for this month is for you to identify at least one thing that you plan on implementing and doing for self-care for you. You know, if you can, jot it down in this post. What is that one thing that you plan on doing for the month of April for self-care? As I told you, from the month of April, my one thing or several things that I plan on doing is going back to the gym, which I have started, exercising, drinking more water, and I have implemented that I am going to get a massage and start back reading, you know. So those are some of the things that I have planned on doing for self-care. I would like to hear, what do you plan on implementing, that one thing that you're going to put in your schedule for yourself for this month as self-care. And also, I'm a shift gears just for a moment. On that note, I want to also get your opinion. I mean, I would like to do something specifically for the men for self care, like a conference. I attended one, like I told you a few weeks ago, it was mostly geared towards women. So I would like to get your ideas of what do you think some good topics for men for self care. You can jot those down for me as well. Look, do life, but don't let life do you. You have to build in the time for yourself. Look, I'll see you next time, whenever that time is, probably Tuesday time, with Tuesday Talk with a Therapist. Thank you.